Welcome back to Lakeside Farm. Today, I want to talk to you about what it takes to get successful in goat farming. Number one is do not overestimate yourself. What I mean by overestimating yourself is this. After listening to all the good things that we tell you on YouTube and all the good things that motivation speakers tell you, you can do it, you can be this, you can be that, you need to put in consideration how much money you have, the size of land you have, and what kind of goats you need to start with. For example, here we had only 3 acres when we started, and we started with just 10 goats. But even with those 10 goats, we overestimated ourselves. We thought that since we have just 10 goats, they will be feeding on those 3 acres and that will be it. Unfortunately, it wasn't. We got to a time where we did not have what to feed our goats. Our goats got malnourished, our goats experienced a lot of abortions because the nutrition was bad. And the thing is, you also need to consider what kind of goats you're going to stock. For example, you cannot overestimate yourself and start with exotic goats when you actually do not know a lot of things about them. Yes, it's good to start with exotic goats, but do you know all the nitty-gritties about those exotic goats? You need to consider that very much, because when you are starting, that is where also mistakes begin coming in. Yes, mistakes will be made. You cannot get successful at once, but in order to make your mistakes minimal, you have not to overestimate yourself. Begin from a step where you know you can handle things. Begin from the goats that you can handle. Begin with goats that your land can accommodate, and then you'll be able to be successful as you go on. Many times people listen to us speaking here on YouTube and they consider the little success that we have had, and everyone gets excited and they want to go and start off right away. But I tell you this, before you go and start off right away, consider visiting a couple of goat farmers. You know why? Because here on YouTube, when we are telling you, many times we omit the challenges that we have gone through. But when you come and visit me, or when you visit other goat farmers, we will have a time to sit down and tell you all about the good and bad, where our goats got abortions, where our goats got this kind of diseases, where we got this kind of challenge. Those things will help you. And when you visit different goat farmers, we all have different experiences. So if you get my experience, you get Hamisi's experience, you get Value Farms experience, you get experiences from so many other goat farmers. In the end, you put all these ideas together, and then you know that you will be able to start from a point where your challenges will be minimal as compared to some of us who already entered into goat farming, because all the mistakes that we have gone through, you will be able to minimize or avoid. And that's why I tell you, don't overestimate yourself. Consider visiting and learning from other goat farmers, and that will help you succeed in goat farming. Also, you owe it to yourself not to give up. Where I'm coming from with this is that very few people become successful the first time they try out something. So maybe you'll be among those very lucky few, but most of the times it doesn't happen that way. But even though you get a lot of these challenges, do not give up. You owe it to yourself to see that you succeed. I will give you an example here. We've had workers quit on us even without our knowledge. They just happen to get a job somewhere else. They don't tell you and they run off. Remember, we don't stay at the farm. You only get to hear about it from the neighbors. They are calling you that, hey, your workers left and your goats are suffering. And then the next time you come, the goats are sick, there's this, there's that, and you have to take this all in. Most people will just choose to give up, but I tell you, you don't have to give up that time, because that doesn't mean that you have failed. It only means that you've hit a setback, and we always learn through these challenges. So take these challenges as a point to learn. I'll also give you an example. Recently, we've had a lot of pink eye. It's a disease that makes goats temporarily blind. We've had it here, but all those are challenges that come to show you that you need to learn more. So when you experience such things, keep on keeping on. I mean, if you start it today and then tomorrow you're deciding to quit, then where are you going? So if you try something else and it also fails, then you consider going to the next one. We don't have 1,000 goats, yes, but at least we are showing progress We know that we are going to improve, and very soon we are planning on doing this on even more than 100 acres. And we know we will achieve this. Why? We learn from those who are doing it. We keep the faith going and we don't give up. Improvement is your friend in goat farming. What do I mean by improve? Improving means you have to improve in hygiene and nutrition. Feed your goats the best foods that have a lot of carbohydrates and a lot of protein. Give them mineral salts. Also start improving the breed. Don't just keep local breeds because you started with local breeds and you think because I started with local breeds, others have succeeded with local breeds and I will be fine. No, these local breeds will take time to bring you back your money. Buy an exotic buck, buy some exotic does, buy some babies which are exotic. These exotic breeds grow very fast, and because they grow fast, a goat of 6 months is getting ready to conceive and start giving you babies. And we all know that being successful in goat farming means that you are having lots of babies born at your farm because they are indeed your profits. So make sure you improve every day. For you to be successful, you need to be passionate about doing these things. I'll tell you that no matter how much money you have, if you lack passion for a project, it will never be successful. And this does not only apply to goat farming or any kind of farming, it applies to everything else that we do in life. You have to have passion for it. Because if you have this passion, even if a goat died today, you will still push to keep continuing tomorrow. Even if work has abandoned you today, you will still find other workers who come and be at the farm. If you have passion, it will always be pushing you to go back to the farm, check out how things are doing, and make sure that you improve. That is passion. And so, if you practice those few things, I assure you, you will be able to succeed in goat farming or even any other kind of farming. That's all we have for you this time. Until next time, see you then.